Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. So what's going on, Emil?
Okay, perfect.
So what's going on? How long have you guys been talking, Jared?
Actually, just what 2 days ago, we first chatted, and he made me aware of what he's about and what they're doing, and I thought we might be able to benefit each other.
Cool. Emiliano, tell me what questions you have. How can we work together?
Yeah, well, I don't know if Griffin told you already about our structure and why we are reaching to you guys, out to you guys. Are you aware of, the structure that we are planning to do with the trucks and all the stuff?
No, I'm not familiar, sir.
Well, okay. As I told to Griffin in the other meeting, we're an investment fund. We are an investment fund. We are an investment company. We are structured as a 506C uh, regulation. So what we do is we pool capital with investors. So we deploy capital in other asset management companies or other companies that want to partner with us in need of capital to they manage the logistics. For example, in the trucking industry, we're looking to partner with asset management companies, or not specifically asset management, but companies that want to partner to invest in trucks, like your trucking offer. So what we're looking to do is deploy capital at scale. Griffin told me a little bit about your trucking offer. So that's some of the questions that I have to you guys is, well, first, what kind of trucks are you managing right now? What niche?
Freightliners.
Okay, can I know how many right now in under the trucking offer?
How many we've enrolled?
Well, yeah.
We launched the site. We've had 10 people enroll so far. We've sold 10 trucking spots with about, I'm sorry, like six people have invested to 10 trucks.
Okay, the average lifetime of each truck you buy, meaning 5 years, 6 years until you have to replace the truck or exit the truck.
Basically, what we've seen is that we recycle it after 3 years just to improve the profitability.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay, and how scalable is the model right now? I mean, we can deploy this capital for example, 5 trucks tomorrow, and at what level of scale you think you can accept capital from us? Because we are willing to. I mean, what our objective is in a few years to have different fleets, but in a big number, meaning deploying. Hopefully, if that model is sustainable and profitable and scalable, $5 million, $10 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, does it only have to be in trucking?
No, that's the objective because of the profits that the trucking industry provides. But that's my question. Do your model afford
So, dude.
those scalability levels for 50 trucks, 60 truck, etc.?
Yeah, that's not an issue. We can. I'm actually meeting up with Robinson later this week. Um, I know that we can personally take on. I know, like as of right now, we've budgeted out for like 60 to 70 trucks in the next 6 months, and then it's really just about how fast we can grow. It's really about us reaching out to more fleets, because we don't want to have all of those trucks under one fleet. So Right now we can do about 60, 70 over the next 6 months, but over the next 3 or 4 months, as our company grows, we'll be able to definitely accept more. But if Griffin has told you, like, we don't have all of our eggs in the trucking industry, right? We've got other cash flow models that we can deploy capital to as well.
Okay. Well, something that caught my attention is Griffin told me you have a 4-month period to buy the truck, right? Whatever the amount of trucks is, but a 4-month period, right, to start.
So the way we're doing it is, it's like when someone gets started, they start getting paid after 4 months because it's just most advantageous to run the system that way. So like every 60 days, we send money to the trucking companies to buy in bulk, and then we let the trucking company run for 60 days to save for expenses. That way, the investor doesn't have to pay for any blowouts or accidents. And then that way, like after 120 days from the initial investment, you start receiving that cash flow, and you don't have to, like I said, pay any maintenance fees to run the business at all.
Okay, you start receiving that cash flow, but the truck starts operating from day one or after
Starts running
those
after
expenses?
60 days. After 60 days, we get the truck on the road, and then we let it run for 60 days so that the company can start saving cash reserves for blowouts and expenses.
Okay, I got it. Well, so in the other meeting, we were talking. We can figure out a model because of this model we have. We are not the average investor. This will be like a B2B situation. So Griffin told me you give right now the 25% of the profits, meaning an average of 2,000 and 3,000 a month. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would imagine that the total profit of one truck after all expenses and taxes will be around 10,000, 13,000 a month, right?
Correct. Yeah, I mean, we're being modest the 3,000 a month is like worst case scenario. We realistically do think it could be 4 or 5,000 a month. Like we have, the closer you get to the big fleet, the higher the returns are going to be. So like he's getting trucks. We're doing like $40,000 months in revenue, which so some trucks are doing more in obviously holiday season. So it really just depends on like when you get in. But yes,
Yeah,
those
of
numbers are
course.
accurate.
Yeah. So look, as you can know, this model, well, we want to scale the fast as possible because for you to know how we raise these amounts of capital for our company, for Crystal Capital, we are well connected with a lot of athletes and celebrities. So we have these networking events and business brokers and capital raisers with incentives that we privately give, of course, to them for raising these millions of dollars. We have currently raised and deployed 30 million in commercial multifamily real estate in Arizona. So this fund model, what we will do, for example, with you guys and different asset management companies, we're buying big fleets of trucks with other people's money, and in 1 year, we will have a large amount of trucks generating us this massive cash for both Crystal Capital and the company we partner with to do it, because our model is for the investors, for our investors, is, for example, the initial investment in a truck could be average $50,000. If we, for example, have an asset management company that are willing to sacrifice the first year of profits for giving that 10,000 profit a month to the investor as a preferential rate of return or a pref, whatever you call it, and giving them that 25% return in the first year, meaning if they deploy $40,000, they can recover $50,000 at the end of the year. After that year, the contract with Crystal Capital and the investor ends, meaning we as Crystal Capital keep all the equity of the trucks. So the proposal that we want to do to you guys is, if you're willing for this amounts of capital for deploying on trucks, on fleets, are you willing to give equity to the company?
Equity of the trucking company, of the trucks?
No, equity of the trucks that we purchase, because we will purchase as Crystal Capital. I'm telling you.
I would have to ask Robinson directly, and then I would have to ask the fleet owner, and then you'd have to come with me on like an actual number.
Okay, so you as all doing consulting, you work with fleet owners. You don't manage directly the trucks, right?
Correct. So right now, like we're simply like fundraising consultants, right? So we don't personally have equity in the trucks either, but we are getting consulted on how to create our own fleet. So like we will be like be the owners of our own trucking fleet as well, like this time next year. So as of right now, it comes down to like right now we're piggybacking off of existing fleets. So I would have to honestly just ask him, what equity. I mean, he's open to giving the cash flow of it, but I'm not sure about the ownership of those assets. But if you offered him $2 million, he might change his mind. So I'd have to like go there with actual solid number and ask him.
Yeah, of course. You can ask them, you can ask them, and actually, we can follow up with the exact proposal of how we will split all the profits after the first year. And obviously, if he's willing to make a proposal back, we can make a catch up in the first year for them to make profits. It's all negotiable, but first, we'll need to know if these fleet owners are interested. So that will be your part to let me know.
So my question is, you said if you get $40K, you only have to pay the investor back $50K, then you can own the truck. Like what? Can you repeat that again? That sounded like a sweet deal for you.
The thing is that our investors, because we're structured as a fund. I don't know if you are familiarized with investment fund industry. But
no, I mean, I was trying to set up a fund for myself, but I realized that I'm not currently in position to do that. I just have the skill set of like getting the money, so that's why we're developing an app where I raise funds for companies like yourself or for these trucking companies.
Yeah, well, maybe if you were trying to develop a fund, you will know that under all these regulations, PPMs and all these regulations that the SEC has, when you can go on with those regulations, you can write the Bible. You can do whatever you want under your own rules. So what we do is our investors are not interested in the headaches of owning equity of the trucks and managing the trucks. They just want stable returns in their money annually. For example, all of our investors mostly are celebrities and athletes that want this stable income. So they just can have this passive income and don't have these headaches of managing the asset. So what we do is in these multifamily deals is we provide the cash flow to the owner, to our investors, sorry. But then when the contract ends, we keep the equity of all the assets because we just have the ROI to the investor, but they don't have equity. They put $1 in and they get out of the contract with $5. But if the next year this asset makes $5 again, is for Crystal Capital, not for the investor. So that's our model.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So basically, you've got these clients and they trust you with their money, basically is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a fund. This is this is the general model of funds in the US and in all the world.
And then you guys are just looking for any sort of logistics business?
Yeah, exactly. we work as a fund of funds because we invest in other companies that have the logistics, and we just deploy the capital on this company with because they have already the logistics, they operate the asset. We get the returns so we can give back to the investors.
Got it. Awesome. So, like I said, are you guys are open to any type of business model? It just has to.
Yeah, sure.
Because honestly, man, I'm hearing a lot of synergies because you have like that celebrity network, and we actually are rolling out another business model that sounds like a great fit for what you guys are looking for, and actually offers higher returns. So maybe it's something I can send to you guys, where you guys can check out both models. And what it is it's Turo automation. Like we just have where you can just buy into successful rental car fleets and just acquire those assets, and the returns are a lot higher. I actually can show you what the numbers look like. We actually just put the page up earlier today, but like basically like like his consulting fee is $75,000, and then that gets you approved for 4 vehicles. And from there, you just need to have a working capital for the down payment. And depending upon the credit, if you have a 720 or higher, we can get it at 10% or lower. So here you could put down like 18,000, and then after the 30% split, you're taking home about $3,000 for like one vehicle. And that's like after all expenses, after all fees. So you can make, essentially it's about like 150,000 in working capital to make 160 annually. And the way this business model is set up is they take the 30% for 2 years, they set it up, they run the whole thing for you, and then after that you own 100% of the entire business. And this one, like this can scale like to, like he has one client looking to put 50 million in. Like he's about to have his dealership license, and he's going to have a floor line of credit of 10 to 30 million. So he's going to be able to just get everyone approved for the vehicles. So there's definitely like a lot of, and then obviously like with the events that you guys are doing, that's like a part of my presentation is I'm explaining, I was like, the exit strategy is that we're going to just host our events, make them profitable, get those cars in there that are making us money, and then market the profitability of those cars to the clients and be like, hey, give us more money. We're going to buy more cars. We're going to host another event, and just keep spinning the money around. So that's
okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Like it seems like I said, you're coming to. I literally made this yesterday, this presentation, and yeah, like he just actually paid us yesterday to like build this funnel for him, and yeah. So I could send you more information on this. I mean, obviously the trucking is great as well. It sounds like you have the ability to raise the capital, so like we definitely have ways to diversify it for you, and yeah, definitely interested in learning more about how we can work together.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I mean, our part in the business is raising this capital. So if you have better business models to deploy capital in, I will be interested, in knowing more information and getting more information in this project that you are showing to me.
I think this one you really like this one because after 2 years you own 100%, like it's yours. It's like you're not paying out anything. It's like an actual franchise model. So as opposed to with the fleet, I have to like ask them to change their business and such. So this one's pretty much set up for what you're looking for.
Yeah, what we can do is you can send me this PowerPoint or PDF so I can analyze with my team. Actually, if you're interested in asking the fleet owners to...
Well, I'll do both. I mean, like I said, if you guys can get the funds, let's do both. I'm just saying, like, this seems like a great fit for what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. We can move on with the truck part, and actually, I'll analyze this rental business, this franchises, as well. So yeah, we can go from there with that.
Yeah. So just to be clear, right now he has 7 franchises, and he's based in Scottsdale, Charlotte, and Las Vegas. And he's managing 40 cars, but he just paid us $25,000 because like we have this service here, the fundraising service, where we say like, hey, if you need money for a project, you pay us $25K and we'll raise money for you. So he just like paid us that $25K to start building it out. And I actually like recorded me doing it for him. So it took basically like 2 hours to like, do this presentation. So like if you ever need a fundraising for something, you could also, that's something that we do for you, is like, obviously it sounds like you're already good at raising money, better than us, but we have like a service where we build the funnel from scratch. Whatever it is that you need, we can solicit our investors and we can raise the funds. And we're actually also creating a course and training program to like get more consultants on the phone that can be marketing all these different offers that we have.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah. So definitely the course will be up soon, and I'd love for you to check it out. And I might send you some information on this app that we're developing. Like I said, because I'm not like allowed to be a fund, I had to like come up with this whole app idea on how I can house my investors through these like 8 different portals. So like the buyers, the consultants, my copywriters, the people who are generating us leads, the people I'm raising money for. I'll be able to like track all the profitability of my events. And then, like I said, that data is going to be right there on a mobile device, so we could show a celebrity and be like, look, man, we just hosted this party. We made this much money. My cars are making this much money. My trucks are making this much money. Give me more money, and this is what you get. Like, log in. And like and then like the sales guys will be able to log in. They'll have their leads. They'll be able to contact their investors. They'll be able to give presentations on the train, in anywhere. So that's what we're raising money for. Is like we want to just become like this software company that raise capital for projects and just directs funding essentially. And then like ultimately, people will just license the technology so that they can use like my whole back end system to raise money for what they want. And that's what so like we're making a course for people who can't afford it and be like, hey, if you're too broke for any of my services, like I'll teach you exactly how to make a pitch, how to like solicit an investor to fund a project that isn't, that needs more funding basically. So
Yeah,
that's what we're working on. So just like as another thing is like my company itself, like we're turning over money faster than anything. Just to show you the numbers, fundraising automation, right? Like currently we've been doing like 7,000 a day in revenue since June 21st, since we like altered our model. And now we're just like scaling up. So like, these are the numbers of like the businesses that we've sold in the past. Like these are our past campaigns that we've produced. And this is like what we're doing currently on the trucking and then our app. So that's a little bit about us.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely. I'll send you information on Turo. I'll send you information on just like the company, and then I'll definitely ask the trucking company about what he'd be willing to do. And yeah.
Yeah, actually, you can send me this fundraising software or this.
Yeah, that's like the real thing. That's where the real opportunity, man, is this app. Like as soon as I get this app done, man, I can get like 5 companies like you who are like, Ryan, I want to put my money somewhere. And I'm like, cool, this is how I organize all my investors. And then we just run campaigns,
I like that you understand what we're looking for, because actually that's the only thing that we're looking for, deploying this capital in something that can provide this profitable but sustainable and predictable income. And actually, I will be interested in participating in the program for the fundraising, because even if we can have this platform of networking events and celebrities to raising this capital, it's not that predictable and that endless as the internet and as all these funnels to raising capital online. So yeah, we'll be interested.
So you could even be, if that's what you want, like you could be like our partner for the events where we're like, look, man, we're raising money to host this event. This is how many tickets that we're going to sell. We're going to sell the bottle service, the hotel, the parking. And like, that's all I do for a living is make funnels, right? And like, I just need the budget, right, to host that, to launch that profitable event. And that's like, as you can see, like this is what I'm working on, right? So we got the Amazon, we did the Shopify, the Uber, the Airbnb, the YouTube, the trucking. That's like, these are ones that are live, like the green ones, right? Now I'm working on the Turo. The fundraising is live. Next is the truck fundraising, where we can go. I need to have a sales team that all day they're calling trucking fleets and marketing these results. The fact that so far, right, for our trucking campaign, we've spent 31K, right? Our first lead hit September 1st. We spent 31K. We've done 280 in revenue, right? Like that's like a 10x, over a 10x in spend in 60 days. And we could go to any trucking company and be like, hey man, do you need funding for your trucking fleet? Like, give us 25K. Right, so like that's why I need that's why I need a sales team. That's why I need this app so I can like educate salespeople. I can get a sales floor. I can get a team. Right, so as you can see, like the truck fundraising. Then I'm trying to make a course where I can teach people the copywriting because that's where I spend like all my time is just writing all day. Like I haven't even been on the phone for 2 months because like I'm too busy doing all this stuff. So then it's the Turo. I started doing that yesterday, and then like the big one is the events. Is like I haven't been able to finish that yet. But
Yeah,
once I launch like one profitable event, and like basically what I want to do is have the event and the app is done. You know what I mean? Like it's completely done the way I want it, and then we invite all the investors, all the salespeople, all the sponsors, and we make money on the event, and then we show how we made money on the event, and they can log into the app, and we can be like, who wants to invest in the next event, and then we can just book it out years in advance, and just keep driving traffic on that offer. So like that is like what's on the table, and that's like what I want to do in my life. So that's the plan.
It's very actually meaningful to find people that actually are structuring this out because that's all what we're looking for right now. I mean, since we started with this fund, we found out these partners in real estate and multifamily, but actually the first idea was anyone that has a business model that is profitable and sustainable, let's do it because we have all this capital and all the capital in the world to deploy, but we didn't know where to. So yeah, it could be a big thing to work with this part of what you're doing.
Yeah, like the sustainability is the copywriting. Like we write words that make money. Like that is literally my service, and like that's why I'm always going to be in business, right? Like is because like I literally write words, and then investors schedule to call with me, and I know exactly how much it costs to do that, and then I just like you said, like now my problem is I have too much money and I got to put it somewhere, and like but the thing is, if I get so many investors in one place, the best companies are going to come, and like that's the whole idea of the app is like create the app, bring the investors together, and then the companies are gonna they find us. Right.
Exactly. The app thing is big because if you can merge this with tech and this finance structure with tech in the app, that's a hit. So yeah.
Yep. So that's like I said. The course will be live soon. We'll let you log into that. You can see everything that we're doing, man. I mean, I guess I'll send you some info and we'll just schedule another follow up. Let me know what you think and.
Yeah,
you said we were in Arizona, like that's where we are. So let me know if you want to stop by.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, awesome. Send me the rental franchises part and the funnels and all this fundraising program part 2. Let's move forward.
Cool, awesome, and just Jared will keep in touch and he'll schedule the next meeting.
Yeah, perfect. So
awesome.
Thank you for it.
Yep, nice meeting you, man. Pleasure.
Hey, Emiliano.
No, he's bounced.
Oh, shit. Dude, dope, right?